A Dinamarca, cortaba a Henry Dalgars, balón al medio, cortaba la pelota de Laini, recupera finalmente ahora Pionesisto, la aguanta Pionesisto, se escapaba ahora con la pelota el jugador de Perú, Renato Tapia, pero hay falta contra Pionesisto, este jugador, Jaime, que milita en el fútbol de...
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another radio video, and after my previous video, a little mishap there at the end. Anyway, I want to talk about this radio right here. I just picked it up 2 days ago. Craigslist purchase. Craigslist seller, his name is John from Brooklyn, New York. I've been wanting to buy this radio for a long time. Unfortunately, the price of this radio went through the roof. I seen them on eBay for well over $400. There's one Craigslist seller. He's been selling the radio for almost a year, and I tried to buy that radio a year ago. He's selling it for $400, and I said, "Listen, I'll give you $200." He said, "No, it's in the box." Blah 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 blah. I said, "Listen, I guess send him another email." I said, "Listen, nobody's gonna pay $400 for this radio. I'm sorry. And if you do, you know, good for you. But I'm not paying $400 for this radio. I'm sorry. I don't care how new it is in a box. It ain't worth $400. I'm just gonna leave it at that." So I offered him $200. He said no. I said okay. Moving on. So fast forward. A year later, 2 other people listed this radio. Somebody was selling this radio in Woodbridge, New Jersey. He's asking for $200, but it's in Woodbridge, New Jersey. That's kind of a ride for me. And he didn't put pictures up, and I'm skeptical when people don't put pictures up of their radio right away. There is a red flag. I don't like people when I don't like listings, you know, put pictures of the radio. I mean, today's technology, I'm sorry, you have cell phone, you know, you can take nice pictures, put a couple of pictures of the radio on your ad. You know, it's not rocket science. Sorry for my little rant there, but that's the way I feel. So I said, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with that one. So then it came along the ad for this radio. He had posted it about 2 weeks ago. So I let it sit there for a week. I didn't even reply. Originally, he was asking for $200 for this radio. $200. So I said, and again, when he posted the ad for this radio, he used a stock photo, which again, that's another red flag. I'm sorry. Put a picture of the radio. So I didn't even bother replying with the stock photo. And a couple of days later, he put one photo of this radio, and I looked at it and I said, it's pretty good. And he also mentioned that the squelch button was missing. I just put that button in there. But he did mention that the squelch button was missing. And he said it's in good condition. I mean, he said actually excellent condition. That was his description. And so I said, okay. And now that he posted a picture, I said, you know what? I'm just going to offer him, maybe I was being a little generous. I don't know. So I sent him an email. I said, listen, I'll offer you $150 for this radio. $150. He replied, sure. No problem. And I told him, you know, I'll offer you $150 cash for this radio. I can be there tomorrow morning. I mean, not tomorrow morning, excuse me. I can be there either tomorrow or the day after. You know, it was middle of the week. And he said, sure, no problem. Okay. So here it is, $150. This is probably one of my more expensive Craigslist purchase. But I looked all over for this radio. Right now they're on eBay. I seen this radio for. I seen people, you know. I seen this radio for as low as. I don't even want to say 200 bidding because they jack up the bid. I didn't even try to bid on this radio because it always gets jacked up. So average price for this radio I seen on eBay well over $300, $400 Spectrum, right around there. So this radio is working quite well, with the exception of the air squelch. And of course, he did not mention about the antenna, but there is an issue with the antenna that is missing. And also the antenna itself, it looks like the wiring might be kind of loose inside, because when I try to set the shortwave, you know, I have to basically, you know, I think it's a little wiring, and it's fixable. It's not a big deal. Plus, it also has the, I'll show you the back in a couple of, about a minute or two. So let me go through the controls real quick. I mean, it's in pretty good condition. This was his radio. You know, he kept it in good condition. And it does come with the original power supply, which is, that was the other issue about this radio. That's the first thing I asked him. Before I went there, I asked him, do you have the power supply? He said, yes, I have the original power supply. He knows about the issues about the power supply. So he's well aware of that. Of course, this radio is notorious for some quality control issues. So I don't know what model. I don't know if this is the earlier model, or I just don't know. I don't know enough about it. I know there was some quality control issues with it. Let me turn this off for a second. And of course, I don't have it. I didn't set the clock yet. But I really love this radio. I mean, I've been using this. I've been playing with this radio all day today. I had it on last night. I was out here in my yard, enjoying the beautiful weather. And you can see up there real quick, there goes the MFJ loop, the copper loop. I took it down for now because I need to repair it. And yeah, so this radio, definitely very happy with this radio. Now real quickly, this is the power button here, your volume, your bass, your treble. Of course, the squelch button is missing. This is for the air band, your clock, your timer, your lamp. And this lamp, when you turn it on, it does stay on, which is cool. I like that when it stays on. Of course, your big signal meter. And again, this is a big radio. This radio, just carrying it, it's like, you know, I think it's like 15 pounds or something like that. It's really heavy. Direct keypad. Okay. The enter button is just, you got to press the dot. So when you put in the frequency, for example, let me just show you quickly here.
5 to 40 grams of protein per meal.
You put in the 770. You got to hit the dot twice, and that's your enter. Okay. I love the speaker. Very rich sound.
Meghan Markle must follow. You're not going to believe this one. She cannot cross her legs.
I thought that's what princesses and duchesses were.
Okay. And yeah, that thing is a little annoying, that sound when you turn on the radio. Of course, you got your function keys here. Okay. And you can scan up and down with this, or you can tune with this. Your band selection is right here. So let me just move that over here. Band selection is here. Single sideband. AM sync. This has the AM sync, which is pretty cool. And I like the bandwidth feed. I like the bandwidth. You know, your 6 megahertz. Excuse me, 6 kilohertz. All the way down to 2.3, which is pretty cool. Your automatic gain control and your attenuator, which is pretty cool. Okay. And again, the issue with this radio is the, I believe the antenna, and it either needs to be, you know. So I think maybe the wiring is loose in there, or maybe a replacement antenna. But right now the antenna seems to be fine. It's just the wiring thing. And again, he kept it in good condition. Let me try to turn this radio around. I mean, it's pretty heavy. Trust me, it's heavy. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And okay, and I have that on this table here, and I'm trying to be careful. Again, you got your line out, your 9-volt DC right here. You got your speaker out here. trying to get, I'm sorry, speaker out. You got a big battery compartment here, and it holds 6 D cells. Yeah, that's a lot of batteries. So that's this thing is a battery guzzler. So definitely. And of course over here you got your switch for your shortwave. So you got your internal whip antenna, of course, it's switched on there. And you also have your 50 ohm and your 500 ohm switch, which is pretty cool. And same thing with FM. You can use the whip antenna, or you can do the 75 ohm, which is this one. So you can hook them an external FM or air for airband. And then over here, of course, is the your SL239, which is the 50 ohm for your long wave, medium wave, and short wave. Or you got your wire, your long wires and your wire antennas, whatever, your indoor loop, 500 ohm. So there you go. So of course, like I said, $150 is probably the most I pay for one radio on Craigslist. Okay, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get lower than this for this radio. You know, like I said, I've been looking for this radio for well over a year. I already own the Satellite 750, the Satellite 750, which is a great radio. That is a very great. That is a very, very good radio. But you know, when I saw the 800, I said I gotta have this radio. Okay, so there you go. $150, and I'll find a replacement for it, but it's not a big deal. And of course, the whip antenna, I need to repair that. But radio working well on all bands. I hooked it up to my MFJ loop. Works very well. I will be hooking up to a long wire out here today. Listen to some shortwave and so on. So there you go. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And with that, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.